My fucking internet. What happened to my fucking internet? Again, can you hear me?
Like we said earlier, there is always an internet problem in Goa resulting in somewhat poor quality of audio and video. We are sorry for the inconvenience and we hope you enjoy the video.
Mr. Miyagi in the house. Some basic rules, Chiggy. Fuck yourself. Number one. Okay. No, the reason Chiggy is on this is because he's my neighbor and he forced me to bring him on the show. This dude won 25 lakhs on Sunday. His biggest ever win in poker, and after so many years of struggle, after being broke a few times, after being on the benches, after
many times,
after getting kicked out of home, he's finally come back and he's proven his worth. When he won 25 lakhs, I called him and he was like, "Fuck macha, I want to wake my parents up, but I have no option right now. I can't wake them up. What do I do?"
I was just celebrating alone at 4 in the morning. Doing my happy dance alone. There was no one here.
It was a pretty swingy heads up. You had chip lead for most part, and then you lost a massive pot, and then you came back. You were down to like 6 big blinds or something.
Yeah. At 6 big blinds, I think he had 5x. So 30 big blinds, I think. So it was pretty much over many times, but eventually it was very swingy. And it was Vinay Rajpal actually. I didn't know when I was playing him, but the next day I connected with him. He's a stick player himself, and actually didn't know it was him when I was playing. So he was like, "Man, this was probably the craziest heads up." It's definitely the craziest heads up for me.
Let me tell everyone, Chiggy, he's a fellow Bangalorean dude. So, there are times where I just randomly call him and we speak in this Bangalore accent and he's like, "Chilling only. What are you doing?" What's the scene, bro? We started off as friends, then we worked together.
You were my boss. Yeah.
I don't like saying boss. I don't like using the word boss, but Chiggy said it. He said it. But yeah, then after that, we were competing because we were working for competing brands, but we still were really close friends and we would help each other out. So our end goal was like, okay, like if both the brands grow together, the industry is going to grow. So we always helped each other out. Then I quit that, and next thing I know is Chiggy is my client, and now I have to take shit from Chiggy. Chiggy, did you do one of those wherein you got your first salary and you gave it to your mom?
No, but actually not after this win, but a little before the win, having lunch with everyone, and my grandmom's like, "Oh, now you started making money. Why don't you start donating every month?" I'm like, "Fine, happily." So we have this temple and this whole community here in Bangalore where we do a lot of feeding for the poor.
Yeah.
Once a week. And it's a small thing, but she's like, "Every month I want 5,000 bucks from you."
Yeah.
I said, "Done."
And I don't understand how every fucker who's come on this show says the same thing. They win a ton of money and then they become like Mother Teresa overnight. They're like, "Yeah, we're donating everything."
No. I'm not saying I'm donating 10% of my Full House win. I'm not saying. Kudos to this guy, man. Abhishek Maheshwari. Like, what a sicko. Giving away 10%.
Makes him the real end boss. If you actually look at it, makes him the real end boss.
It's not easy, guys. Trust me. Like, when you do win a big amount, then it's a big chunk. And you realize that half of that big chunk or even 10% of that big chunk is also a big chunk. Yeah. It's never easy. It's never easy. And there's no one stopping you from going back on your word,
Yeah.
So, like, much respect to Abhishek for what he has done,
You know what? 30% goes to the government and then you give
that, bro, now.
And then you give 10%. So imagine the heart you need to have, right? Because then you're starting over at 40% of win. So if you win,
pretty much, 40%, you're settling for 60%.
Which is pretty crazy though. Who would you want to play strip poker with?
I don't think it's any poker player. I don't have anyone in my mind right now.
He's just got the 25 lakhs in his mind at the moment. If you had to play strip poker with an actress, who would it be?
I think it would probably be Deepika.
Just because she's Bangalorean, no?
Possibly.
Never be able to speak again? Or oh wait, 1 second. Never be able to speak again or say, fuck! Never... never be able to speak again or have to say everything on your mind.
Have to say everything on your mind.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Wear the same clothes for a week or not shower for a week? I know the answer. Fuck this question. So, favorite holiday, Chiggy?
Till now, it's been Maldives. Actually, that's one thing which I haven't done. And I think as poker players, we do get that opportunity to do it more, travel. Even once, when we'd gone for this APL to Vietnam, went for 11 days, bro. And all we did was we played live poker through the day and grinded online poker at night. Sat tilted for 11 days straight, lost like 90% of my bankroll and flew back home. And then I'm like, okay, that was a pretty shit trip.
Your poker dream?
It would definitely be to win something in the World Series. I mean, something big, hopefully the main. Early, so that I can freaking enjoy the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to be grinding till I'm 60, man. Like, I would love to just nail it in the next 5-7 years and then chill after that for 20 years.
Okay, would you rather be rich or be famous?
Rich.
Rich. Okay, straight up. Can't take the Guju away from him. Dude is so non-Guju in a lot of ways, but then when it comes to Teplas, when we go down the supermarket to pick up Teplas, this dude would get so excited and he just get a whole bunch of
Teplas and pickle and dhokla and man, the shit.
And then on one end, he's the kind of guy who will order chicken biryani without chicken. Walk into a restaurant and he'll be like, hey, one chicken biryani without chicken or one egg biryani without egg because he's vegetarian.
Yeah, just a weird vegetarian, that's it.
All you guys should try this. Maybe you'll win 25 lakhs if you do this, if you follow this method.
That's the secret, guys.
I read a very interesting quote by Galfond, actually. He said, this whole game is process over outcome, which we all know, right? And this whole game teaches us not to be results oriented. However, the world is results oriented. So he's saying in this whole situation, you need to find a balance. You need to know how to adjust and adapt because the whole world is results oriented, but we're taught not to be results oriented in the game. On that note, we're going to wrap up this episode of Heads Up with Goindi with Mr. Miyagi, aka Chirag Sodha, who won 25L and hopefully he wins 25L into 25 times, into 25 times, into exponential.
Thank you, brother.